Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ultimate range test on Spain's breathtaking Costa del Sol. We're launching our DJI Mini 4 Pro straight from the beachfront of the Sol Marbella Estepona, pushing this pocket-sized powerhouse of a drone to its absolute limits. 3, 2, 1, and we're airborne. As we climb, look at that Mediterranean sun. Between May and September, this coastline basks in up to 325 days of sunshine a year, with summer peak temperatures regularly hitting a roasting 32 degrees Celsius. Down below us is the Atalaya Park beach. As the drone flies further west towards Estepona, we're passing the major luxury beach resorts. First up, just 300 metres away, is the Globali's Playa Estepona, with its massive pirate-themed splash park. Pushing further past the 600-metre mark, we fly over the stunning red brick towers of Marriott's Playa Andaluza. In the far distance, we can just make out the ultra-luxurious Met Marbella Estepona. The scenery is spectacular, but we aren't here to sightsee, we're here for pure range. It looks so beautiful from the air, but if you look closely, you'll see it's incredibly pebbly and gritty grey sand. It's definitely not the best beach for a casual swim, which is why having a rental car is highly recommended around here. Look closely at the beach and see those concrete circles in the sand. Those are manhole covers. In a bizarre move back in the 1970s and 80s, the local municipalities built the main sewerage pipelines under the beach. High tides and winter storms constantly damage them, which is why Spain is currently drawing up to a massive €300 million project to tear up the beaches and relocate all 800 manholes under the roads. We're now crossing the 1.5 kilometre barrier. The connection is holding strong. Pushing past to 1,800 metres. 1,900 metres. We're officially over 2 kilometres out. And we're turning. The nose of our DJI Mini 4 Pro is officially pointed back east, locked onto the home coordinates at the Sol Marbella Estepona Atalaya Park Hotel. But ladies and gentlemen, this is where the real drama begins. Flying out with the tailwind is easy, but on the return we're fighting the notorious Mediterranean sea breeze. If I was flying my original first generation DJI Mavic Mini right now, my palms would be sweating. If you ever flew that original Mini, you know the absolute pucker factor of losing signal behind a single palm tree because of its basic Wi-Fi transmission. But today I'm feeling cool as a cucumber. The leap in technology to this Mini 4 Pro is mind-blowing, with its advanced obstacle sensing and the massive ultra-strong 04 transmission system. The connection is so robust it feels like we're on a tether, even over 2 kilometres out. It completely removes the panic and makes flying feel like a pure joy. And check out the telemetry on the return leg. We're chewing through the headwind and yet the battery life is barely flinching. That brings us to another massive win for this setup, the Fly More combo. Having 3 batteries in your kit changes the game entirely. You aren't constantly clock watching or rushing your shots. You can fly, explore and wait for the perfect light without any low battery anxiety. But the real hero in the backpack is the two-way charging hub. It sequentially charges all 3 batteries, meaning you can plug it into your hotel room or even a car charger, walk away and return to a fully juiced fleet ready for another adventure. It's a brilliant, seamless and absolutely must-have if you want to take your travel vlogs to the next level. But let's talk about the control deck. I love the DJI RC controller with the built-in screen. There's no more fumbling with phone cables, no more battery drain on your mobile, and you're up in the air in seconds. But of course we had to put it to the ultimate test, the family eye exam. My dad, at 80 years young, stepped up to have a go. The first obstacle, he immediately had to whip out his reading glasses just to find the telemetry. But the real challenge wasn't his eyesight. It was the Andalusian sunshine. Even with the screen's decent brightness, the intense Spanish glare had him squinting and searching for shade. He looked at the controller, looked at the sky and decided he'd rather carry on reading his book. Classic Rog. But hey, 80 years young and still supervising the flight deck, you love to see it. We're now entering the final stretch, flying back over those bizarre beach manholes, passing the beachfront pools, and there's our home base, the Atalaya Park Hotel, looming large in our 4K frame. Now if you're planning to fly in Spain, here's a golden insider tip. Registering on the Spanish EASA portal can be an absolute nightmare for foreigners. But here's the loophole. Under EASA rules, you only need to register once in any EU country. I registered online through the Irish Aviation Authority, the IAA. It's incredibly easy, it's completely open to UK citizens, and it's legally valid across all of Spain. What a successful mission, 2,027 metres out, fully tested and brought back safely without a signal drop in sight. If you loved this coastal flight, you have to check out our other drone adventures. We took this exact drone up to the mountains to capture the stunning, dramatic cliffs of the Ronda Gorge, flying right through the Puente Nuevo Bridge. And if you want to see something truly magical, watch our video on Cesares, the incredible white sugar cube town where we flew right up to the Moorish castle at the peak of the hill. We landed safely. Please put a thumbs up on this video, hit the subscribe button and comment, where should we fly this drone next? Thanks for watching and we'll see you on our next journey.